Hi everyone.
Hi friend.
My name is Abdullah P2. Today I will talk about what makes us feel good about our work. This presentation I take it from TED website. This speech by Dan Early, member at the School of Management in Mass Institute of Technology. I chose this speech.
Sorry, Abdullah. Everybody, you shouldn't be looking at your computer. You should be looking at the speaker. Please turn your computers off if you don't want the distraction. Thank you.
I chose this speak because I think it's very important in work environment to know the relationship between the manager and employee, how the manager must be treat their employee, how the manager make employee more protective and happier. The headlines will be, I will talk first about the simplistic view, why people work. Then I have a two real story, one person in bank, person who was in bank and the manager make him feel depressed. Then another real story in software companies in Seattle. Then origami experiment, then conclusion. Okay, why people work? A lot of people think people work just for money. That's not true. There are another consideration, impact about worker protective. Okay, person works in bank. That's a real story about a person who is work in big bank and his manager asked him to do a presentation about merger and acquisition, and he work a lot each day. Every night he stay for a long time, graphs, tables, information, and the day before it was due, he sent the presentation for his manager. His manager wrote him back, nice presentation, but the merger was cancelled. Actually, the person feel really depressed, knowing that nobody will watch the presentation, will watch this part of a presentation, make him feel depressed. There are another real story in software companies, about software companies in Seattle. The CEO of these companies asked 200 engineering to do a ask 200 engineering to do a big project, to create and innovate a big project, and before the project was due, the CEO told the engineering the project was cancelled. Okay, the speech, this presentation, they talk with this 200 engineering, they meet with him, and he asked him, how many of you now go to home earlier than he used? Because they feel really bad, they feel depressed. All of 200 engineering, they said, yes, we go home now earlier than we used. Then we asked him, what could the CEO do to make you not feel depressed? They said he can ask us to build a prototype, which is models, so to show his work. Even if the project is cancelled, they can do some things. Origami experiment. Actually, we got a sheet of paper and instruction, and we asked some people to do some origami, and they built some origami. It's quite ugly. It's not beautiful, and we need to evaluate this origami, and we had two groups of people who built this origami and people who just evaluate. People who built origami, they evaluate this origami. It's 5 times more people than he just evaluated. People who built origami, they saw this nice pieces of origami, and it's very beautiful. And on the other hand, people who they just evaluated, so it's very ugly, and actually it's very ugly. That means sometimes you work in some things, and you evaluate. When you work in something, you evaluate it more than another people, even it was really bad. The conclusion, which is my two quote in this conclusion, and I think it's very most two important things in this presentation. We usually think about payment and motivation as the same things, but the reality is we should add all kinds of things: meaning, creation, challenges, ownership, identity, pride. This first. Second, we could get people to both more protective and happy. Thank you. Any question? Question? First question. Okay, I'll repeat it for you. I talk about this. Who's the speaker? They work about a little bit about it. Dan Ali, a member at the School of Management in Mass Institute of Technology. So the answer is management. Question?
It's very interesting. Thank you very much.
Thanks.